Hello, welcome back. Today on Nail It by Nay, we are doing the Glitterbels Brush On Builder Gel. Nice and built up on the trial nail I did, just one nail of my own, the night before doing a full set on my mum's nails. I have been asked on my channel to repeat a builder gel nail video. The only difference is this time I'm using Glitterbels instead of Miley. From the trial I did, I think this product is easier to use and looks better. As you can see, my mum's nails are extremely healthy, never has any enhancements on, normally just basic polish, not even gel polish. We're going to start with, as always, pushing back the cuticles. After pushing back the cuticles, I'm going to go in with a drill bit, so it's a round head one, really small, on the end of my e-file. And that is just to clean up around the cuticle area. I do not cut them, so you will not see me cut them after this. When I'm doing my own nails, I actually use the sanding bit as well after this and go around the cuticle area with that. I know some people are really funny about using that on their natural nail, which is why I don't use that on clients, but I use it on myself. I use really minimal pressure, it's really, really light, but yeah, again, just on my own nails. Now, I did say round drill piece, but there is a drill piece you can get with an even rounder head than this. It's a little bit bigger and a little bit rounder, and it's actually probably better for this, but I don't have that at the moment. So this gets the job done as well, but it's probably easier, even easier, to use the proper round headpiece. I have actually been told that I hold the e-file really funny, like really close to the bottom, but that's also how I hold a pencil, so I mean, old habits die hard. I'm really trying my best to keep this real time, however this angle that you see here, you can't see anything, so we're going to skip this bit. I normally file first, so I don't know why I just picked up the buffing block and started buffing, but either way, you can buff then nail file, or you can file and then buff. As I've mentioned before, my mum's nails are in great shape, very healthy. She would also like to keep them this length and this shape, so not much needs to be done to the nails. What you may have seen me do at this point in previous videos is going with acetone to get rid of all of those filing parts left on the nail, but we are actually going to brush them off because acetone is used to remove nails, so you don't want to put that on before you're putting on any of your enhancements, so your gel nails, your acrylic, etc. Next step is dehydrator, so you buff and then dehydrate, so your builder gel, your acrylic, whatever you're putting on, adheres to the nail. If you have been using acetone because of my previous videos, I apologise, but we're on this journey for a reason and we're learning. Once you're done with the dehydrator, we're going in with a base coat. Yes, I'm using Miley with Glitterbels. Do not have any problems with retention when I use the two brands together. I know other people say that you shouldn't mix, but I mean, like I said, I've never had any problems, so I am going to continue to do that. If I'm really honest, it's probably just a gimmick to make you buy all of that product, especially if someone is getting sponsored to do the video of that brand. Sounds awful, but I'm just being honest. you're using base coat, you don't need a lot of product. Really get into the habit of capping that free edge. Cure those for 60 seconds in an LED lamp, 2 minutes in a UV lamp. I don't know if anyone really uses UV over LED anymore, but just in case. Once they're cured, you can go straight in with your brush on builder gel just to show you what the consistency is like. Obviously a little bit thicker than just your builder gel polish, so your colour that you'd potentially put on top of this. But easy enough to work with like a gel, so rather than where you have to do this whole side to side, round and around stuff, this is actually a brush on, so you are just painting it on as you do gel polish. I think that's the mistake I made last time, that I was trying to go over the top, building up with it. It's probably why I haven't used it again, because I didn't think it was great, but again, that's probably because I wasn't really using it correctly, so we'll see what this time's like. And remember, that means you are keeping your coats thin rather than trying to put on too much product just because you can't really see the first layer, but you build it up. So remember, you are capping the free edge again, just as you would with any gel, any colour gel with your base coat. So like I said, just get into the habit of capping the edge. You probably don't need to self-level at this point, it's such a thin layer, but we are going to anyway, just to make sure they're nice and even. So we're going to self-level each time, literally just for 10 seconds. And then straight into the lamp again to cure for a minute. So we're heading in for that second coat. Third coat, in my opinion, still looks really sheer. Not sure if it's because of the colour, but yeah, I would have liked it to look a little bit more solid now, opaque if you want to say. cuticle line, it's probably best to push the product down, as you can see, push it down towards the cuticle, creating that line, just to get the... I'm not the best at cuticles when it comes to gel, probably better with acrylic, but that is a tip. It does actually work. I feel like when you do these things, you don't realise you're actually doing them until sometimes you watch yourself back. So this is how they're looking after their final coat. They have been cured for yet another minute, and we're now going to go in with top coat. I think the pinky, I've done that thing where you try and apply a little bit too much because the others look a lot smoother, so happy with those. Still learning with this product, but much better than the first time that I used it, when I sort of used it and then gave up because I just did it completely wrong. Remember, the purpose of this product is to build up the nail, so you can actually paint a colour on top. I will show you on the one nail that I did in a moment, but obviously it's a bonus that it's a really nice colour because you can get them in loads of different colours, so that you might actually fancy just leaving them. Nice work, if I do say so myself. I actually quite like them, and I think the colour actually suits my mum. Really nice, good decision to leave them this colour, and all we need now is a little bit of cuticle oil. Just so we're clear, I don't usually make clients hold their hands up like this in quite an uncomfortable position, but it's a great angle for the recording, so for the purpose of the video, so you guys can see, this is what we're doing. It's only going to take a minute or two. Just to quickly show you what it looks like when you paint on top of the product, I've gone with purple instead of the blue because I'm changing my nails anyway. They've been on for a very long time. Plus, I found this blue, even though it's the same brand, to be a little bit thicker and a bit harder to put on than this purple. This purple goes on really nicely, really smoothly, which is probably why I purchased the blue, because the batch that I got with the purple were brilliant. The blue is just a little bit, it was a bit harder to work with. Strange. There we go. That's what it looks like when you add your colour. Thanks for tuning in. I know these videos help a lot of people, but you guys actually help me too, so I really appreciate that. and hopefully I can film more regularly. So I will see you in the next one.